What's up, everyone? How's it going? This is Regular Rogue checking in. It's been a while. I think my first two videos that I made were over a month ago. A couple things have come up, which hasn't allowed me to, kind of give as much time to make the videos. I've still been investing, but haven't had as much time to put these videos together to give you guys updates. But now, a couple things have cleared up within the schedule and just my timeline throughout every day, and I should be able to get back and start putting more frequent updates. So, for those of you guys who don't know me, I'm just a regular guy, married, with a baby, which I just said a couple months ago. And my goal here is that, I want to make sure that this grows as fast as possible just so we can be taken care of in the future. I'm sure it's the same for all you guys out there. So, without further ado, since you haven't seen my portfolio in a while, let's take a look at it. And before I start, just remember this. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just for fun and for me to grow. So looking at it, we're looking at today was a red day, like most people, unless you had a lot of cannabis stock, which I didn't. But it was a red day. Not too bad though, around 2% of a loss. So if we're looking at the past week or so, we're up 15%, a little bit over 8,000. In the last month, it's been some bumpy road, especially with everyone sucking out the life out of the market pretty much after taking all the money and putting it into GameStop and everything else, crypto, whatever that might be. There was definitely some rough patches along the month, but overall, we're still up, we're green, and that's what matters. So let's look at the stocks that I'm currently holding and what's my strategy moving forward. So I got four stocks that I'm really holding that for me, it's pretty long-term holds just because I think a lot of these stocks are gonna 2 to 3x over time. First one is ticker STPK, Star Peak Energy Transition. This is a SPAC company, a special purpose acquisition company that is set to merge with STEM within Q1. STEM is a company that's big on the energy vibe right now, electric, battery, you name it, right? So, and this is a company that is going to do relatively well once Joe Biden starts to really roll these things out there, right? There's a lot of plans he has to give a lot of incentives to the electric companies, and this is one that's going to benefit a lot from it. And the company, the company, I think has a bright future, and that's why I'm holding it. It's my biggest holding. So as you can see, I have a little bit over 19,000, made 25, close to 25% so far, and once again, it's not one that I'm selling for a while. Next one, and I'll go pretty fast here, CCIV, Churchill Capital. So I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about this one. Now, this is another SPAC company. This is the one that's set to merge with Lucid Motors, assuming it happens, right? Lucid Motors, one of the potential biggest rivals to Tesla's in the electric vehicle space moving forward. This one, that being said, obviously the deal has not have been finalized, right? This is one that has high risk but very high reward. If this deal falls through, this stock is going to go to $10 within hours, and I'm going to lose a lot of money. But if this deal goes through, this 15K that I have here, I think could double relatively quickly. And it's one that even when it doubles, I wouldn't sell just because I think there's such a future for Lucid Motors as a true competitor to Tesla. The next one we have here is ticker SKLZ, Skills. This is a gaming type company, one similar to to how you see within DraftKings. I really like this one a lot. I think the gaming space is going to take a lot of upside in the future, especially with all the gambling stuff that's going to be going out there. They just signed a big deal with the NFL, so it's been growing. As you can see, we're up 7%. It's been a rough couple of days for the most part, but we're still up, and that's what you want to see. I'm holding about 14,000 here, so another one big within my portfolio. And then the last one, this one, I love MP Materials. As you can see, I'm holding about 15,000, ticker MP, sorry. Holding about 15,000, up 15%, almost 10% today. This is a company that's big on collecting rare earth materials, something that only China for the most part does, but we're trying, this is a lot of the materials you need for electric vehicles and things like that. And within the US is going to be a big need moving forward, especially now that Biden has taken power within the House. So I like this one a lot as well. So that's the main four. Now you might see right here that I have, one more. This one I'm holding just for now. It's called Switchback Energy. It's another SPAC company. This one's set to merge with ChargePoint. Tomorrow was actually the merger date on the 11th. And ChargePoint is another charging station for all the electric cars. So it could be a big stock. Now, it might have run all the way through. I'm kind of taking on risk on this one. I bought about close to 7,000 of it, down 4%. What I'm hoping here is that once this merger happens tomorrow, that'll have a big boost. If it has a big boost, depending on what the size of the boost is, I might sell some, if not all of it. This is just one of those try to quicken plays. But it's definitely a good stock moving forward, I think, because all these electric cars are going to need these charge points. So I don't think it's a bad stock. It's more one that I'm trying to make a quick buck out of and then potentially move forward. But I'll let you guys know what I end up doing tomorrow. And then As you can see here, I have a bunch of EFTs, right? And a lot of them are ARC EFTs. You got ARC-G, you got ARC-Q, you got TAN. This is a solar EFT, IZRL, another ARC one, another ARC one, another ARC one. All right. So as you can see, I have a good amount of money in all of these. So how did I do this, right? I'll go into another video tomorrow, more detail, but I'm using Robinhood's margin investing, right? And essentially is Robinhood lets you margin invest based on what you have in your account. And they let you, it's almost like double what you have for the most part. Once again, I'll get into tomorrow, but it's a good way to, two things, if you don't do it right, to lose all your money, which is not what I'm trying to do, but it's a good way to make money with money you don't really have. And what I'm doing with this money that I don't really have is I'm putting it in things that I think are safe, which is EFTs. But I think it's another strategy that's going to help me grow about, 1 to 2K on a weekly basis as my main 4 stocks that I just talked about continue to grow. But I'll get into this one tomorrow. I know I'm putting a lot in this video, but it's the first time we've talked in a while. And then last quick update here. I'll get into these stocks tomorrow, but this one right here, Sundown Growers, a very popular stock, especially with the cannabis movement. I finally got in today. I've been holding off. I felt like these stocks were running up too much, but they continue to run, man. And I'm getting fear of missing out at this point. So I figured I'd start off here. I put in a little bit over 3,500 today, up 7% already, which is insane considering I've had the stock for only a couple of hours. So we'll see what happens. If it continues to grow, then it's something that maybe I'll keep in the future. If not, then we'll see what happens. Okay. And then that's pretty much it, guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow again. I'll let you know what the strategy is, and then we'll keep it moving from there. But thanks as always. Oh, if you I should have said this at the beginning of the video. I gotta get better when I'm doing these things. But in the links below, you have access to a shortcut that'll take you to either WeBull or Robinhood, so you guys can get some free stocks by depositing some money. I do get a stock out of it. So I'll be completely transparent, but you'll get some stocks out of it valued up to a certain amount of money. So, I mean, if you're trying to get into investment game, the 2 apps that I really recommend are usually Robinhood and WeBull. So you might as well get something when you sign up and deposit a couple bucks here and there, right? So just want to let you know you guys about that. So, all right. Thank you very much. We'll talk later.